Welcome, my chingus, to episode 85 of This Week in K-Pop. In this episode, we will talk about Faux Minute, AOA Cream, Mamamoo, Reddy, Taeyeon, Winner, and Yoo Sung-woo. My name is Steven, and with me is my now very old, very boring, nothing special co-host, Josh.
Hello.
Now, This Week in K-Pop
This Week in K-Pop
is normally a discussion podcast that covers the last 2 weeks of K-pop music video releases.
Usually.
And this is a usual normal episode. Nothing special about
on time, which is like maybe the third time that we've been on time in 3 years.
2016 is the year of on time.
Of routines.
Now, each episode, Josh and I will pick what we think is the best song of the week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can't believe it's episode 85.
Yeah.
15 more. Yeah. We got 100.
I know. We're going to hit 100 before the end of the year.
We will in 30 weeks.
Yeah.
So, stick around.
For 30 more weeks.
For 30 more weeks, and we'll get to 100.
Yeah.
I honestly have no earthly idea what we would do. Yeah. But I actually thought about, because in January it was like the 3-year anniversary, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And like, I wanted to make like not a collage, but like a video
some like memory
timeline, of like all our things. And the problem with that is, like, you know, I started with Kelvin.
Yeah.
And so he has barred, he's like, never show those ever again.
Wow, really? Okay.
Yeah. But even our old stuff, I don't have all of the original files like on my computer.
Because you did get a new computer like kind of halfway.
Yeah, and it takes up way too much space, and so I couldn't. But you know, I'm gonna try, and I think if I take some time and download every single thing from YouTube, maybe I can make it cool.
That's a lot of gigabytes, like terabytes even.
Maybe. Yeah. But I'll do it for 100, baby. I'll do it for 100.
We'll see.
99? 99? It's like, I quit, man.
I just can't do it.
I just can't do it anymore.
I can't keep up with that promise.
Yeah, like I'm quitting this lifestyle to become a K-pop star.
Congratulations, it's about time.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for the day.
It's like, I'm getting married, and my wife was like, "You're not allowed to listen to K-pop anymore."
Yeah, you're not allowed to talk.
You're not allowed to do anything without me.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my friends, like he used to play a lot of video games.
Yeah.
And like when he met this girl, the girl was like,
"No more video games.
You can't play games." They're married now.
Sorry, brother. Sorry, brother.
So actually, she wasn't. He was playing way too many video games.
To be fair.
Yeah, to be fair. So now he just plays it when she's asleep.
Hey yo.
Yeah.
That's marriage.
That's
love,
marriage.
True love.
True love. You learn about true love on This Week in K-Pop. But you know what? Let's get started. It's going to be a very short episode.
Yeah.
So we're already rambly.
Yeah.
But if you're a long-time listener, you know. You know.
Happens. We got to fill the space, and then we end up filling too much space.
Yes, sir. But let's not waste any more time. Josh, what was your favorite song this episode?
All right, so I'm going to start it up with my favorite song this episode, and that's Reddy featuring Jay Park with Think.
Baby, 우리 둘 관계는 꿈나라에서도 찾을 수는 없어. Who can love you like I do? Nobody, oh baby, 그 아무도 없어. Don't wanna be fighting all day, all day. 왼종일 난 네 생각에 가게 꼭 있어줘 내 곁에. Body and cloud is you and me.
Yeah. 우린 가깝지만 좀 멀어 평일에 보고 싶을 땐 페이스타임 걸어 오늘도 어떤 놈이 물어봤대 네 번호 다음부터 알려주라 했어 내 걸로 불안하지만 불안하지 않아 너 믿기도 하지만 그거 말고 진짜 나 만난 남자는 나밖에 없어 지구를 통째로 뒤져봐도 넌 삐져도 금방 풀어져서 좋아 뒤끝 좀 했지만 그 정도 내교야 엄청 먹어 제끼는데 몸에는 좋아 마치 유리병으로 돼 있는 콜라 넌 장난 삼아 말해 남자들이 줄 섰으니까 잘해 아니면 딴 데로 날아간대 그럼 나는 웃으면서 말해
Now, Jay Park.
Okay.
J Park.
J Park?
He had a really, I'd say, pretty big year, 2015.
He had a great year.
Very great year. We ranked him very highly on our lists.
So high.
Yeah.
Marijuana high.
Yeah, this is the J Park that we like. Right? We'll say it again and again. The more singy type of J Park is kind of the J Park style we like.
Yes,
and he's
sir.
been doing a lot of that.
A lot of it.
Yeah. So the reason I picked this song is just because this is kind of like my style of song. It has rap in it. It's very lazy sort of kind of rap, like kind of droney almost, but I really, really like the style, and I really like J Park singing in it as well. And this song is very similar to J Park's song with Occasion or Okay Asian, which was it's You Know. The English title is You Know. And I really like that song, and I really like this song. So if you like that song, check this one out too.
Yeah, to be clear, Reddy is the rapper, right? J Park doesn't rap at all.
Yeah.
I do really like this song.
Yeah.
I think it's better than the Occasion song.
Yeah.
You know that I didn't like that song
yeah.
as much as J Park's other things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have anything. It's kind of a funny song because like when you watch it on YouTube and they have
Like the
subtitles,
yeah.
and like the Reddy's rap is like
He's like a gentleman. He's
kinda
just
nice,
like
yeah.
he's like, I'm gonna become a great man and support you.
yeah,
And
like you eat so much food, but you have such a nice body, like a cola
Don't
bottle.
worry, you're beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm gonna be a great man because you're a great woman.
Yeah, and then J Park's like, I be grinding all day, and like.
All day.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like J Park comes out, he's like, "I'm the shit, man," and
Basically, J Park's like, I'm grinding all day, but I'm still thinking about you, girl. And let's get freaky when I come back home. It's basically J Park.
And Reddy's just like, "I just love you," you know.
I want to treat you properly,
right.
like you should be treated.
Yeah.
And Reddy is an underground kind of hip hop rapper. Not a lot of people know him, but he does have a few songs out. He's not with AOMG, but this song I think is produced by AOMG, and
I don't know.
I'm just saying AOMG has the producers. Like, they're leading the scene in my opinion.
Yep. I mean, it's very kind of chill R&B, and
Yeah.
you know, last episode was the R&B show.
Yeah.
This episode not so much. So
Yeah.
let's move on to my favorite song.
What's your favorite song, Steven?
I think there is no shock here.
Yeah.
But I chose a very light, fluffy, creamy group. They make great pies.
No, they don't. That's not true.
That it could be true. They could be
That's
on
not
a
true.
cooking show. You don't know. But that is the new subunit of AOA called AOA Cream, and yes, it is cream. With their song "I'm Jelly Baby."
이건 좀 누세 변해버린 것 같아 좀 이상해 우리 연애 온
catalyst
chose
for it.
AOA fucking Cream. I can't believe they chose that, but they knew exactly what they were doing.
Anyway, exactly what
They knew.
They're
There's
like, let's make it AOA Cream so we can have sexy teasers of the girls eating ice cream or whipping cream.
Whipped cream. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of licking their fingers.
Yeah, the fans will love that.
Fans will love that.
Fans will love that.
So this is the subunit with what I would arguably call, I know you don't necessarily agree, but like 3 of the
Lesser active
lesser active, less popular in the grand scheme of things members. Who are the 3 people?
Hyejong, Yuna, and Chanmi. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now 2 of them sing, and I think Chanmi is the rapper,
Kind of,
right?
yeah, she's a side rapper.
And she's a very different rapper than Jimin, who usually gets a lot of the rapping time, because Jimin has that super high nasally voice.
Yeah.
Chanmi has kind of a much lower voice.
Yeah.
But anyways, now this song is not a Brave Sound song.
No.
Which a lot of people are like, it's not Brave Sound. I'm so happy it's not Brave Sound, but it's not as good as their past songs. Like that's the thing that fucking annoys me the most is like I'll see so many comments like
what
that.
really annoys me is that those people are AOA fans, right?
Sure.
And how do you become an AOA fan and hate
Brave Sound?
their songs, right? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Well, I understand the theory behind it, which is like I liked all their songs before Brave Sound. But then I'm like, did you really? Because those were the songs that got them incredibly popular. But anyways, besides the point, this song was produced by a producing duo that I didn't know of prior to this point.
Yeah, we actually did some research on these guys.
Because we do research every...
Yeah, we do, every now and then.
Every now and then. Now this duo team is called Black Eyed Pilsung, right?
Yeah, Pilsung.
And surprisingly, they made other songs that were very popular that we liked, like Sistars, Touch My Body, Miss A's, Only You,
Teen Top's Ah Ah,
and of course our favorite song of 2015, Twice is, I almost forgot the name, Twice is Like Ua.
Yeah.
So like that's a pedigree right there.
Yeah.
Like those are some of the most popular songs of last year. And this song, I don't think this song is as great as the Brave Sound songs in my opinion, but
yeah, I agree with you.
Right. But this song has the best
kind of
verse ever.
Verses, yeah.
This has the best verse ever because this song is so fucking weird because the verse is like the chorus of other songs.
And the chorus is like verses of other songs.
Yeah. It's so weird. Like the heavy beat, the best part of the song is the verse. Yeah. The most catchy part.
Hands down.
Hands down. Like when the song starts and the verse kicks in with the nice bass line, like we were fucking in.
Yeah, we were in.
We were like, this could be the greatest song AOA has ever produced.
Yeah.
And then
it kind of mellowed out to something.
It like mellows out. It's weird. There's like a build-up section too. Like it's gonna build up to this chorus, and then the chorus
is really flat,
really weak.
Really flat and just generic like poppiness. I'm not saying it's bad, of course.
Right.
It's not like it's making my ears bleed, but compared to the verse, it's really just not there.
Yeah, I think I guess I said bad, but I think the chorus would be totally fine if the verse wasn't so dang good.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But because they give you that hit right away, it's a little strange because it feels like it's getting softer, which is the complete opposite trend of every song being released nowadays, right?
And also, to kind of state, Steven and I did think that this song was going to be more poppy, right?
Yeah.
Because AOA Cream, right? And they have Pink and all that. And when you see the music video, you're like, oh, this is going to be something really like kind of
really
sweet and saccharine, kind of like...
Like, I kept thinking they were going to do, like, a Tetiso kind of, like, super pop.
I thought it was going to be, like, A-Pink kind of level of, like, kind of, my heart diggin' kind of. And then they come out with this, like, really dirty bass.
Yeah.
And me and Steven we're like, whoa! And we're like, zip?
I was zipping the other way, if you know what I mean.
Oh! He needs his penis.
Cream. But, no, for real, like... when that beat kicks in, I'm like, this beat should be if this beat was in the entire song, like this would be like early contender for best song 2016, right?
Yeah.
But I think we're trying to like we're talking about the difference between a 10 song and like an 8 song. Like this is still a great song, I think.
Yeah, this is at least an 8.
Yeah, like I really like. I think it has some of that Brave sound like type of feel to it, but it sounds distinctly different to all of the other songs.
Oh, definitely.
Which should satisfy all those people that are like you know, all of AOA songs are now the same. Like Brave sound sucks. Let's move on. Like I think this should be a great example of what they want.
Yeah. I actually am a little bit disappointed in a way, not in the song, but more of like, I wish this could be an AOA song, not an AOA subunit song, because an AOA subunit song will take away from some of the popularity. Sure. And I think if the full kind of
the full if the whole group came out, this could be like a number one song.
Maybe not number one, but it'll be very high ranking, right? It will continue their trend of success if this was an AOA song. But since it's an AOA Cream song, it's kind of
right. It doesn't get the full core press
kind of
that,
weird, right?
that a main single would have.
It's kind of like Sistar and Sistar 19, right? Like Sistar does have good songs, but the best Sistar songs are Sistar 19 songs.
True, but I think it's a little bit different because like at the time, like Hyorin and Bora were the
most popular members.
Yeah, like they very specific. Like we were kind of having a wondering, like why did they do this, right? And like there's no basis of fact in this, but you know, I think because the rest of the members like Sohyun, Jimin, and Choa, they're so popular and they're so busy now that they can't come out as a groups, right? So they're like, well, what can we do? Well, we have these 3 members that are not as popular as the other ones, so we gave them a song, and they instead of giving them a generic kind of like, to be honest, I think song, like Teti So's songs are kind of not like
the best Teti So song was Twinkle, and that was when they first made the group like as it's going to be something special. Right. And then after that, it kind of like, Right.
That's true.
I mean, something to put out
it could be Cream, could be the same, right? This is their first one, but like, this sounds like a song that is not like a B-side kind of throwaway song,
it's
right?
not. It definitely does not sound like a throwaway song.
Yeah. But I do agree. Like I think, but I will say like, I thought the rap, you know, from Chami was pretty good. Like
I wouldn't hate it if Chanmi had more raps over Jimin and more AOA songs. Yeah. Right?
I mean, I think Jimin's voice weirdly, like I think all of AOA songs skew very high pitched, and I think maybe that's because of Jimin or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think her voice does fit more with some of their past songs, but hearing Chami's lower voice with this song, like I thought was really, especially with that dirty bass, like I thought it matched very well.
Yeah.
She gets like this like super heavy auto-tune section, which was like
I think it's really not needed, and it really doesn't add anything to the song, but also it doesn't really take anything away from the song. I feel like
it lasts for a very short amount of time.
It's just kind of just there that makes you go, huh? Why is it there?
Yeah. But it's pretty cool. I mean, like I'm happy because you know, we liked AOA when they were releasing, you know. They famously worked like with like only 3 days off an entire year, right? And now last year they only released one song, so it's nice to see that they're coming out with a subunit because that means we'll get this Cream song. We'll probably get at least one full AOA song this year, so it's nice to. I like AOA.
I mean, this is kind of like it makes me excited about the future because Steven and I kind of like certain producers already, and we kind of can pick out their sound from certain songs, right? Like we can tell this is, you know, Brave Sound song, we can tell this is INT's produced song and all that. But this Black Eyed Peas song, like
I can't tell.
We really can't tell. I think they're very either one new to our ears or two their kind of style is very fluid. They don't really have one certain style that they always stick to. Because when I hear this song and I hear, you know, Touch My Body, I can kind of tell some similarities, but when I hear both of the songs, they sound different to me.
Yeah. You know, especially if you add like UA or you add Only You, like
those are all completely, I think, different songs. But they're all catchy is what's what makes me excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the duo of Black Eyed Pills sung separately before they became a duo. They have some long ties in making a lot of really good songs. So they're definitely the next like producing partner that you guys need to
really be on the lookout for.
Yeah. But you know what else you should look out for?
What's that?
Audiobooks. You can't see them.
You should hear out for them.
You should hear out for them. You would think after 40 episodes my transitioning skills would be better.
No.
But they're not. Now, if there was an audiobook about how to transition better, I would download that using our link, audibletrial.com/TWIK. If you sign up using that link, you get a free 30-day trial and you get a free audiobook from over 180,000 titles. I mean, every podcast in the world has an audiobook kind of tie-in, but if you use our link,
you're going to help us.
We love you long time.
We already love you long time.
I mean, I might love you sometime, but I love you long time if you sign up.
You racist motherfucker.
What's the racist, man?
No, it's whatever.
That's how my people talk.
Taiwan number 1.
Taiwan number 1.
China number 4.
Nobody will understand that.
It's
it's a YouTube video. Just Google Taiwan number 1. There's nothing to do with Sui or anything. It's just a hilarious video game.
Yeah, just kind of reference trolling essentially.
Yeah. But anyways, thanks to Audible for supporting our podcast, and thanks to everybody that has signed up in the past. I know there were a lot of people that do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's move on, Josh.
Yeah. So the next song that I want to talk about is by Mamamoo with their song "Pride of 1 Centimeter."
여기 나보다 큰 사람 있어? 없으면 됐어. 너보다 내가 더 커. 넌 160. 우리끼리 딱 1cm. 너는 소리 일단 휘니 뭐 나라 얘기. 오케이 베프지만 키 앞에선 장사 없지 small win 어줍잖니 1cm 가지고 니들 이러기 우리 쿨하게 좀 가자 나만 헬싱기 너와 나의 차이 1cm 언니 두성이 좀 커 그냥 받아들여 난쟁 달라질 건 없어 인생 뭐라 카노 Do you know what I'm saying 아이고 우리 언니가 어디 번데기 앞에서 주름을 잡을까요 이봐야 올라오려면 멀어네 여기 높은 곳까지 거기 아래 공기는 어때 많이 탁하지 난 거기 뭐가 입장 물가 그만해 이럴 시간 있음 다른 거나 고민해 우리 휘니 소리 안 다니 내가 꺼내줄게 언니가 이 구역에 짱싸해 마마무 너보다 내가 더 커 넌 160 마마무 우리끼리 딱 1cm
Mamamoo.
I miss you.
So, longtime listeners will know that Steven and I just absolutely
We love
the Mamamoos. Essentially, everything they put out, we at least like to some degree.
Sure.
This song is no exception. It is very, very different from what we're used to. I feel like this is kind of the third side of Mamamoo that most people have not heard of.
Yeah.
The first one being the R&B style that Steven and I kind of prefer.
Yeah, that's our favorite style.
Second one being the kind of pop style that everyone's kind of
that's what got them really famous. Yeah.
And this kind of third unknown like hip hop style that Mamamoo does.
Yeah.
They actually had a lot of rap songs on their first album.
Yeah, I remember when I first found Mamamoo, Peppermint Chocolate and Don't Be Happy, right? Yeah. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna download this mini album, which I never do, right? And like
he doesn't ever listen to albums.
Like half of the mini album was like just some
rap.
straight up ripping a rap, and I was like, what the heck? Like I'm confused. Confused. And then after that, they started releasing these pop songs, and while they were good, it was just like, oh, maybe they're just abandoning that kind of style because like they can rap, right?
Yeah.
And this song is like they took the real Slim Shady and made the Mamamoo parody version of the real Slim Shady.
And the thing is, like, it's really hard to take this song seriously, but it's, I think, so good that it's a little bit serious. If you guys get what I'm getting at, like if it's a parody song, right, it can be a good parody, but this is, I feel like, partly serious.
Like sometimes parody infers like quality is not as good, right? But it's the quality is of a real produced song, right? But it's kind of like a weird like parody, as in like it's the subject matter is not super serious.
Yeah.
The music video is not super serious.
It's just such a stark contrast from what we're used to that the first reaction that you might have is like, I'm kind of joking around, because Mamamoo, if you don't know, they are known for being kind of really, really cheerful and kind of jokesters. They're always messing around.
Yeah, like they have like they do like weird parodies of like Pretty Rap Star.
Yeah.
But they're not on a lot of variety shows.
No. Which is a shame. I feel like their personality is really.
I mean, we talked about it earlier, I think, but I remember reading that they just really weren't comfortable with it for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I remember watching them on Weekly Idol.
Yeah.
And like they were hilarious.
Yeah.
But they were hilarious in a way that's like totally different than every other group, because they're
not like protecting their image.
Yeah, they were just themselves, which is very, very, very rare.
Yeah.
Like everything on Weekly Idol, as much as I love that show, or everything on any variety show is
scripted.
It's
like, very scripted.
You're gonna perform this. You have this kind of personality. Sometimes accidents happen, right?
Like they tell them basically ahead of time, like, okay, we're gonna ask you to perform like an individual talent. Yeah. So like, please practice one.
Yeah. And like some girls are the goofy ones, some girls are the whatever. But like Mamamoo was kind of like themselves. Like the only other person, not even group, the only other person I've ever seen on Weekly Idol that was just like, that did not understand variety shows and was just being themselves was, I think, when Wonder Girls came back on, and Sunmi was in there, and like Sunmi was just like a weird, nervous wreck of nonsense. Like she wouldn't even look at the camera half the time. She's just fucking like snorting and laughing and like fucking up everything. Like it was hilarious because it was like, like that you can obviously tell she has no variety, training.
Yeah, but that's like, it's so strange because that could be like a home run or that could be like a real miss, right? Yeah. Because if people can relate to you, if people are just like, oh, that person seems really real and kind of back you, then it's great. Yeah. But if that person's kind of like, oh, they're idols, they should like kind of protect their image a little bit more, like, because that is a very kind of, I don't want to say Korean thing, but it's a very K-pop thing that idols and such, the reason they don't date and all of that is so they can like maintain a certain image so the fans can enjoy it.
Sure.
Right.
And it's also marketability. Like, once you're taken, there's less marketability to young girls or young men.
Yeah.
But I think, Mamamoo's always had the benefit of like, they're kind of idols, but they're not really idols, right? Yeah. They have always been known to be amazing singers,
like
right?
a vocal group, right? Not idols.
So I'm hoping that they show up more because things like this, especially their music video, is just like, they seem like a fun group of girls to hang out with. Yeah. They can sing amazingly well, and they can rap amazingly well, and they have a good sense of humor. So,
and I think even though Steven and I, we don't really kind of have that idol fandom, at least I don't anymore. Steven, I don't think you really ever had that. But groups like Mamamoo and like groups that don't take themselves so seriously, Steven and I can really get behind. Yeah. Because even though it's scripted most of the time, if we feel like, okay, this is partly true, then we can kind of watch it without any sort of regret.
I mean, it also helps that they make amazing songs. Yeah. And they have amazing talent, which like, I'm sorry if it offends you, but like most K-pop groups don't have that much talent, like innate talent. Like they work their asses off. Yeah. Right. Talent doesn't mean they don't work their asses off. But like
it's just a difference, right? Like most idol groups, they can sing, they can dance. Yeah, they can hold a tune,
but they can't.
But when you're talking about Mamamoo, they are singers. Yeah. They are singers. So
I fully agree. But I mean. I didn't really, I guess, talk about it. Like, enjoy this song, but I don't like this song that much.
Yeah, because it's not a style that you like from Mamamoo as much as the other ones, right?
But I also think it sounds way too similar to
Real Slim
Shady,
Yeah.
where to the point where like it's hard for me to
Like
differentiate the two.
Like divorce the two.
Yeah. It's actually kind of the same thing with. Well, I'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So the next song that I want to talk about is by Winner. Winner released 3 songs, and I'm going to talk about one of them. Josh will talk about another one later. But the song that I enjoy the most from the Winner threesome is called Sentimental.
밤이 되면 어김없이 찾아오는 이 느낌이 왠지 원망스러워 괜히 또 전화 걸어봐 너도 나와 같은 맘일까봐 나 지금 센치해 천장만 바라봐 아무것도 없는 바탕에 그림 그려봐 나 지금 센치해 좁은 내 방 한 칸 오늘따라 너무 넓어 혼자 누워있게 Bedtime story 불러줘 자장가 잠들고 싶어도 양들이 멀리 도망가 창문 부딪히는 소리가 천둥인 듯이 무서워 오늘 밤 종이 울려 밤 12시 다른 내게 인사해도 오늘은 별로 반갑지 않아 머리를 흔들면 어지러워 내 곁엔 아무도 없잖아 감정은 low-한데 난 우주까지 가고파 이 맘 누가 알아줄까 죽고 싶어 밤이 되면 어김없이 찾아오는 이 느낌이 왠지 원망스러워 괜히 또 전화 걸어봐 너도 나와 같은 맘일까봐 나 지금 센치해 천장만 바라봐 아무것도 없는 바탕에 그림 그려봐 나 지금 센치해 좁은 내 방 한 칸 오늘따라 너무 넓어 혼자 누워있게 그냥 하늘에 떠있는
Yeah, Winner.
Yeah.
Now, this is the, I would say the lead single.
Yeah,
It's also the one doing the best on the charts.
Yeah. It's the most kind of poppy of the 3.
Yeah, it is the most poppy. And even then, this is like, I'm guessing, you know, from what we've seen, like Winner style is just like chill, kind of half ballady, half like pop music.
Yeah, and with a little bit of kind of like pop rock in there.
Yeah. But this one, well, yeah. Now, while I said that the last Winner song, well, the pre-released solo Mino song sounded very similar to something else,
Yeah.
I think these 3 songs, especially Sentimental, does separate Winner from Big Bang and Icon.
Yeah. And we were really hoping for that because, especially with Icon, they really, really produced a lot of songs that sounded like either Big Bang songs or kind of Big Bang member solo songs, right?
Yeah. And we were a little afraid of that when we were talking about the Pricked pre-release song.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to say, right? I'm happy to say that even though I think I enjoyed, weirdly enough, I enjoyed the Icon songs more, despite them sounding very similar. Like, I'm happy that at least Winner is differentiated slightly with this style.
And I think the reason for that is that Icon, when they released their songs, they were very catchy. I don't think anybody can doubt that. Right. But they were catchy because they followed a certain formula that was already catchy, in my mind. Winner, I appreciate their songs because, one, they're good. I like them. And they get better the more you listen to them. But they don't have the same catchiness as Icon songs or even some Big Bang songs.
Yeah. It's true. They very specifically went for like the chill type of music where it's more about the experience and less about the quotability later, right? You're not bang bang banging right later. You're just kind of enjoying the moment that it's playing. I think,
which kind of sadly, kind of. I might come under fire for saying this, but it kind of puts them like under Icon, right? Because
I think in the
Yeah.
like you're talking about in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of their
Yeah, yeah.
popularity and their
Yeah.
notability. Is that what
I
you mean?
think because Winner's doing something new and like differentiating themselves, they won't be as popular as iKON and like obviously not as popular as Big Bang.
Yeah.
Just because iKON, even though they'll take a lot of flack for following Big Bang is Big Bang for a reason, right? And Winner, although they're gonna differentiate themselves and make good music, it's just not mainstream, quote unquote, like mainstream enough for people.
No, I agree because if you look at the charts, you can see very clearly that Winner. I mean, they did okay, but like they didn't do anywhere close. Like iKON was getting like multiple songs in the top 5, and Winner. I don't even know if Sentimental was in the top 10. I don't even know.
It might be like top 15.
Yeah. But like, it totally makes sense though, right? Because it's not like Korea really likes 2 things. They really like the super catchy pop songs, and they really like ballads.
Yeah.
And Winner's songs are like in this weird middle ground where they're like kind of ballady, but they're not super. They're not Korean ballady, right?
Yeah.
Like it.
They're not like cry my eyes out because I broke up with somebody ballady. They're more of just kind of like melancholy.
Yeah. But either way, I do really like this song.
Yeah.
I think the music video is pretty cool. It has like it took like a generic kind of K-pop like a digipedi type set.
Yeah.
But then everything is shot. Well, not
bird's eye
everything,
view.
but like
bird's eye
almost
view.
everything. Yeah, shot from top down bird's eye view, and it kind of gives this like new perspective to like what is otherwise kind of generic music video, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mino,
Cut that damn hair.
I don't know why he chose to wear that wig, but like
Cut that damn hair.
no, long. There's only one guy in this world that can pull off long, silky, girl-like hair.
17.
Okay? That's that dude from 17.
Dude from 17. That
Fucking
dude
looks amazing.
Pantene Pro V commercial right there.
Like
Yeah.
fucking Sephiroth hair. Like it's great.
Dude,
It's great.
like dude is Sephiroth. Like that dude has
True.
Sephiroth.
Give him a long sword. I mean, he probably already has one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyways,
penis?
we did want to say though that like there's that one dude in Winner, right? I guess the face of Winner, the guy who's the actor in
Super
Baby Baby.
skinny.
Yeah, he's so
Taehyun, I think.
Yeah, Taehyun. He looks like he weighs like 62 pounds, right?
Yeah.
He's got a really like androgynously kind of face, but like I think Winner, speaking back to or going back to your iKON thing, like Winner has that problem where like iKON, despite it being the Bobby and Bi show, they have Bobby and Bi, right?
Yeah.
They have these people that are personalities and they're loud and they've been places and people know them, right? And Winner has Mino, but
hasn't had that exposure.
But even Mino is not anywhere close to Bobby's
level of kind of just
consciousness, general consciousness. So I think they're really. I guess I didn't notice if they pushed Taehyun as much in their first releases. I really don't remember, but they're really pushing him hard now, and I'm thinking like maybe it works. I don't know why he got chosen to be the guy that is.
I think he's the leader.
Is he the leader?
I think
Maybe he's the leader.
yeah.
Maybe that's why. But anyways, I think he's a good looking dude, but I feel like if he ever tripped on anything, he would just break into.
Yeah.
Like he would just snap.
Or the wind would just like blow him away.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, bye.
Sentimental.
Oh, no. But yeah, that's it, I guess, for part number 1.
Yep.
Unlike other episodes, we're only going to have a part 2, not part 3, because there were not that many songs that we felt like we needed to talk about. So yeah, it's going to be a short episode. Stay tuned for that.
Stick with us.
So, part 2, Josh.
Part 2.
Now, normally we would have separate, parts.
Yeah.
So
like Steven's kind of 4 picks and Josh's kind of 4 picks, but we each picked 2 songs we wanted to talk about.
we did.
Steven, you can go first.